Hello and welcome to No Excuses. My name is Mary Fran and this is my place to come talk about weight loss, fitness, anything that contributes to make me the best me possible, because that really is what this mission in life that we all have is, and that is to be the best us possible. So here we go. This is Workout Wednesday. This week I'm going to break a little bit from the normal, and I am going to talk about what one of the activities that we did for our workout is, but I want to talk about limitations in workout. This video may seem very contradictory, but it's really important to say. And what I want to talk about is there are limitations. There are limitations in this life based on where we are in life. I got up to be 330 pounds. That put limitations on my activity levels. And I'm sad to say, but it also put some limitations on my body. You see, by the time I was 29, I was diagnosed with arthritis in my knees. And sometimes I can go for days and months and not feel much more than just a slight twinge here and there. But sometimes I just ache. Oh my word, my knee aches so bad. And that is a limitation I have. Even though my channel is called No Excuses, there are limitations on what I can and should be doing. And sometimes you have to sit back and really think about those limitations, and you have to think about what is best for me right now. How can I adapt it to be something that does work within my limitations, and how can I keep pushing forward as hard as I can? This past weekend was one of those weekends. You see, my knees have been bothering me really bad lately. I wanted to go for a hike really, really badly. But it hurt just getting up from the couch and walking to the bedroom. And I was like, should I really be climbing a mountain? I really wanted to go to Maryland Heights. The view is spectacular. Here is a picture of the view from Maryland Heights. I was at one of my lower weights at this point. It's a gorgeous hike. It is uphill. It is downhill. On the way up, you're like, okay, well, downhill is going to be awesome. But the downhill grade is so steep that your knees do just ache. Anyway, so I just didn't think it was feasible and wise for me to go on this hike. But I didn't want to give up, because I know that I need to keep pushing myself further. I need to push myself to the limits that my body allows, because that is the only way we are going to get better. Push ourselves to the limits. When my back hurts, I push myself to the limit. When my knee aches, I push myself to the limit, because I'm not going to get better until I push myself. So we decided that we wanted to go to Harpers Ferry still. That was in the same area as Maryland Heights. Maryland Heights is on the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail goes right through Harpers Ferry. You can see Maryland Heights from Harpers Ferry. And well, maybe there was a little bit more ulterior motives. There was a train derailment on the bridge the day before. Now, this bridge is a railroad bridge. I think it's a 2-track. And then attached to the railroad bridge, there is a pedestrian walkway. I cannot tell you how many times I've been on that walkway. The Appalachian Trail uses that walkway. It is the way to get from Maryland to West Virginia. This walkway is neat. And honestly, when I know a train's coming, I try to get onto the bridge really fast, because it's just neat being 2 feet away from a train. There's big fences, but you're still really, really close. Well, a train derailed on that bridge over the weekend. And I will put a clip in here. I'll credit the website that I found it from. And we wanted to go and see what was left of it. I've heard that it was really neat to watch them pull the train cars up. They pulled them up in a chain with a big crane, 3 cars at a time, just chained right up. but we wanted to go and see what was happening there. But even more, Harpers Ferry is just really neat. We did climb the hill up to the church, and then we climbed even further up to Jefferson Rock. And then we even went up further to Harpers Cemetery. So we did do some climbing and we walked a lot that day. And while my legs hurt at the end of the day, it was a good hurt because I know that I did something good for myself. And that is really where it's about. It's about looking at your limitations and saying, I can't do this, but I can do this. And where this really comes into play is the fact that when I was diagnosed with arthritis, I could have given up. I could have just, here I am, on my couch, this feels so good. But no, I didn't give up. And I have accomplished amazing things, absolutely fantastic things, that if I would have just said, I've got arthritis, I can't do it, I would never have accomplished. I've ridden in bike rides. And through that bike ride, I met one of my best friends. I have run in countless 5Ks and 10Ks. I have biked the canal. I've hiked up hills. I've seen amazing overlooks. I've biked mountain bike trails. I'm learning to become a mountain biker. If I gave up because of my limitations, I would have missed such amazing opportunities. So while we have to weigh and balance our limitations with what we can do and what we want to do, we really do need to push ourselves, because that's the only way we're going to experience this life that we are in. I know that, it's going to come a day where it's going to get worse and worse, but I want to do everything I can in the meantime to take away these limitations and live my life to the fullest. It might mean wearing a knee brace, but I'm going to live life. And like I said, I know that the more active I am, the less my knees hurt. So I think it's a win-win. There are no excuses. We all have limitations. Figure out how far you can go with your limitations and then go there. And once you're there, look over the hill and say, you know what? I like what I see over there. Let me see if I can get there. There are no excuses. Live your life.